Hi, it's Hollowmaster, and we're back with another part of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, and I think today we're going to do Leper's Smile. We have several quests that are still, we're still working on, but we haven't quite gotten there yet, and our army, I would ideally like to recruit one more time before we take on this encampment in front of the Hell Knights camp. So, I think we're gonna just go for Leper's Smile and just see. Danger and distress rest heavy upon the scales, their measure soaring on the perilous march to Dresden. The army moves steadily along the bank of the West Selen, scarred with canyons and ravines. Suddenly, a group of scouts returns. Anevia, the leader of the group, makes two urgent signs to the soldiers: wait and quiet. She dashes through the ranks to the commander who awaits her report. We're in trouble, she whispers. The road ahead is split by a canyon. To get to Dresden, we'll have to go down and then up the other side. But the canyon is swarming with foul creatures, vescavors, a real pain in the neck. They won't shy away from our soldiers' weapons, and they've already managed to gobble someone up. Looked like a caravan of refugees from Canabras that lost its way. No one has ever reported vescavors so far from the center of the world wound. Where did they come from? Anevia bites her lip. They still haven't noticed us, but that won't hold true for long. Maybe if we retreat quietly. The commander makes a sign for her to stop. So, we can find out what else is known about the enemy, or convene a council to determine a plan of action. So we'll do the first one. Those nasty little critters, they can ruin your gear and drive you nuts with their buzzing, Anevia says in a rush. They've got a queen, the mother of the whole swarm. She's a right horror, but if we kill her, the bulk of the swarm will scatter, and we'll take care of the rest of them somehow. After hearing her scout's report, the commander prepares to convene a council to determine a plan of action. The commander and her companions convene a field council. The army cannot march around the obstacle, for there is no other road. Retreat is far too risky. Should the swarm notice the army and catch it out in the open, no one would survive. None utters the word trap, but fear hangs in the air. A swarm of omnivorous beasts just happened to be in the army's path. Someone has arranged for this for their own nefarious ends. Rustling, grating, squeaking, humming, everyone hears the voice of the swarm, though the sky before the army remains clear, for now. How long until it is darkened by the flying spawn of the abyss? An idea, a decision, straight and sharp like a soldier's sword, appears in their minds. The Crusaders' council grows grim. One unit must act as live bait to lure the swarm out of the canyon and clear a path to the vescavor queen. The commander will rush the monster, killing her quickly, before the swarm decimates the army. They will get but one chance. A dark question looms. Who will lead the fateful squad and be consumed as bait? In moments of extreme stress, one often says things while meaning quite another. These hidden words often reveal many a curious thing, and what do we see here? Erebeth nobly states, I am an officer, best suited for the mission, but in truth she means, I cannot burden another with my responsibility. Fable, send me. Nura, the historian, emerges with an unexpected suggestion from behind the commander's back. This is just the sort of situation where ingenuity and knowledge of the enemy will be more useful than swords and armor. While she speaks, she thinks, I need to prove myself. The queen has yet to disclose her presence and watches quietly from a distance. The commander thinks that she should. We're going to look to the faces of our companions. I've eaten so many bugs in my life, it's only fair to give them a chance at revenge. The mongrel land hides his fear in plain sight. I'm a dead man walking already. A life such as mine is worthless. And silently he begs for more. Sacrifice me, or give me a chance to prove myself. The one who distracts the swarm will need a healer. Sociel is the only one who speaks plainly. A healer might bring through the vescavors alive. The rest of the council remains silent, and the silence is filled by a chorus of, there are others better suited, and the commander needs me alive. Does the commander hear these unspoken words? What will they lead her to decide? The fateful troop will be led by... So we're gonna do Sociel, because he's the only one who just says what he means. And, I mean, I think that's fair. Like, yeah, a healer is a good choice. We're gonna go for Sociel. The commander and her party disappear among the rocks, preparing to slip down into the canyon. While the swarm is distracted by their bait, a tight-lipped Anevia shows the way. Behind them, the final preparations are being made. Sociel's eyes grow cloudy for a moment. There are few creatures as abominable for a follower of Shelyn as vescavors, devourers of the flesh and destroyers of matter. This trial will not be easy. The soldiers tread fearfully down the road toward the dark edge of the canyon ahead. The rift that yawns open before them whispers, rasps, rattles in thousands upon thousands of voices. Vescavors gather below, but the sky is open above them, and the flying creatures might rise up and attack at any moment. The soldiers soon find the first body, a mangled corpse of a refugee from Canabris. A few straggling vescavors wriggle inside the dead man's gaping chest. Tiny larvae in greenish shells, all shuffling legs and hinging jaws. They don't seem menacing at all. But then, the rasping noise stops for a moment, and a high, vibrating note pierces the air with a new force. A blur of blackish-green cloud rises above the canyon. The swarm has taken the bait. The time to act has come. The leader of this fateful squad shouts that they shall hold position and fight for the soldiers' lives or scatter. So scatter is definitely not a good idea. So we're going to hold position. Standing in the middle of the formation of soldiers, Social utters a prayer to Shellen. From the outside, it would appear that the cloud of vescavors will in a moment fall from above and destroy their forces utterly. Hundreds of spawn of the abyss gnaw on bodies and armor, destroying as they consume. But the cleric's power flows forth in waves, healing the wounds of his comrades. As if understanding who is to blame for the unexpected resistance, a spawn covers Social like a living carpet. The servant of Shellen trembles, but does not move or halt his prayers. The soldiers look on with awe as they are witnessing a holy miracle. Temporary success holds no true hope for the fateful troop. Their foe is no great beast, but a million ravenous creatures, bringing with them the eternal hunger of the abyss. To fight them, to cry upon the wind. Their only hope was to rely on their commander, and hope that she was preparing to slay the swarm queen. What was happening down in the canyon at that very moment? What was happening is we are hauling ass to the vescavor queen. So, yes, this is what we want. So,
always watch your back.
Spots of light and shadow dance across the walls of the canyon. High above your head, a swarm gathers, dark as a rain cloud. There are so many vescavors that they block out the sun. Luckily, you've escaped the attention of the swarm, which is focused upon the troops you're using as bait, for now at least. With a tired gesture, Anevia wipes the sweat and dust from her forehead. There's anxiety in her eyes. Commander, the beast we've come for is at the other end of the main corridor. There's a lot of burrows and plenty of beasts in them, but you better not delve too deep. Our people won't hold out long enough for us to clear the whole area. On the other hand, I saw the bodies of some poor caravanners down one of the side holes. They have some valuable stuff on them. The bugs will eat anything we don't grab. They can't tell the difference between flesh and steel. Wait, so they're eating all the treasure while we're standing talking around? What are we hanging around for? Come on, there's no time to lose. Alright, we're gonna just move. Good luck, I'm right behind you covering your back. I'll catch up with you when it's time to deal with the queen. Okay, so I did go ahead and buff them a little bit. I'm gonna save again, so we don't have to talk to her again. So I buffed them a little bit. I put Blur on Woljif. I gave everybody Bless. I put Bull's Strength on Sela. So, hopefully, we can do it this time. We did get all the way to the queen last time. I'm gonna put Divine Favor on Dayrin. And then probably it for this one. I'm gonna turn off point blank shot for Lan right now. Charge with Ulbrig.
Cover me, all right?
Get up there with Woljif.
Into the fray! Out of my sight!
Okay. And then I'm just gonna skip Fable's turn because I'm going to. Hopefully, let's see if Lan.
You won't survive
Okay.
me.
We're gonna save again. Okay, so we're not gonna loot anything because looting stuff is what triggers the like timer to go down. So there's not actually like a timer. The only timed event I think in the whole game was the attack on the defender's heart. Were they not included? Why are they so far back? But anytime you loot anything in this, it's like counting down. Hey, are you gonna have a turn? Are you gonna go, Sela?
Light, take you!
I guess not.
Endure this.
Hello? Why can't I see where you're gonna... Why can you only move 5 feet? Why? What's going on? Okay. That was annoying.
Cover me.
I will see to your demise.
Oh, Darren hit it. That's impressive, actually. Well, why is Lan right up in the thick of it?
Make every strike count.
Hello? Come on, guys.
Stab their backs.
Darren.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
This is my chance to run. A
Fable.
terrible mistake.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Darren, just move. Guess you can Bane. Leave her alone. She's already down.
Without risk.
You won't survive me. Did you see that?
I welcome your company.
Okay, we're gonna try and heal real quick. I'm out of potions, so we gotta make do. Okay, let's save again. Keep on running, running, running. I think this way. Yeah. Whoa. The bottom of the canyon is split by a narrow crevice, about one stride across at its widest. It's easy enough to jump over, or in some places step across. The obstacle doesn't seem a problem, or even particularly notable, but as you draw closer, you hear a terrible droning sound coming from the crevice. It seems to be howling, as if it's alive. We don't got time for any of that. That's not our business, whatever it is. We're just gonna... Everyone, come here. We're gonna save again, and then... Let me see about any other buffs we can maybe do before we go in there. I need to buy some stuff, honestly. I did not stock up. Once we get to Dresden is when I really start, like, buying, like, scrolls and stuff. We might just be fine. Do you still have Blur on you? Yeah, who else could use Blur? You could use Blur. You could use Blur. Oh, was that the it? That's okay. Well, that's gonna be what it's gonna be.
They will break against
Alright.
our resolve.
So, she's gross as hell. Look at that. Let's look at her. 213 HP. She's flat-footed right now. Fast heal 5. She's not immune to anything. Her AC is 26. That stupid gibber thing is so annoying. It's fine. Let's see. We can charge as Wooldriff. And then I'm going to give him Divine Favor again.
It's all your fault.
That was annoying.
Endure this.
Ooh, a crit for 49. I'll take that land. We're going to Inspire Courage and move up. Can she smite? Is this thing evil? It's like, yeah, okay, it is. We're gonna smite, and then we're gonna charge. Ooh, a crit for 31. He won't be able to channel. Oh, no, he can. I don't know why. The last time I tried this, it wouldn't let him channel after he moved. I just work here. I don't know.
This'll leave a bruise.
Make every strike count.
Oh, another crit land. I'll take it.
I'll loot your corpse.
Sneak attack. Tila. I'm gonna channel again. This is going much better than last time.
I need a moment to
Well.
recover.
Ooh. Aw, man. Damn it.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Take 4. Maybe 3. Fable, like, died in the last one, and it doesn't let you keep going if your character dies, because I don't have any Scrolls of Resurrection yet. We're gonna smite evil on it, and then run over to it and smack it. I'm gonna have Fable inspire courage. Wooljeff. What can you do right now? Cast a little spell. Sure. Oh. I didn't realize it did necrotic damage, maybe? It's fine. Whoa. That did a lot of damage to him, actually. Whoops. That's annoying.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The light. Take you.
Come on, Wooljeff.
It's all your fault.
Or not. Just immediately die. Darren. Oh my god.
You won't survive me.
Into the fray.
Dang.
Out of my sight.
Endure this.
She will apparently land.
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
Critical hit for 45 with the touch of freedom is crazy. I love touch attacks. They're beautiful things. Just miss Sela again and it'll be fine.
I will see to your demise.
Alright, Lan. I believe in you.
Make
You can
every
do this.
strike count.
Lan, you suck. Thank you. Unleashing her last shriek, the Swarm Queen slumps to the ground. Immediately, as if by magic, the distant sound of battle begins to subside. Several small beasts sit on their mother's body, sinking their mandibles into it. The canyon drowns in the wave of scent, a sweet soporific with a hint of bite, like the crackle in the air before a storm. Ugh, I can't breathe. I need some fresh air. Get me out of this disgusting hole. Agreed. Mind you, I've had to see holes a good deal more disgusting than this in my time. Darren laughed suggestively, but they were few and far between. Darren, I don't think that's probably true. Sela looks at Darren in confusion, and then a second later bursts into giggles. Have the fumes gone to your head count? Look at you cracking jokes like the worst kind of bod. Lan looks askance at the queen's carcass. The mongrels in the caves under Canabras could eat that, I guess. Anevia approaches the queen's body and grins. That's it, you filth. No more flying. It's good we got rid of her without suffering and more losses. Just a little longer, and we'd have been forced to bury lots of fighters in this cursed land. Suddenly, Anevia stops. Her nostrils flare, and her eyes scan the floor and the walls of the canyon. She squats, pokes at some lumps of slimy substance, lifts up some more to look closely, smells them, and cringes. Anevia, is something worrying you? Aha, Anevia rubs a ball of greenish slime in her hand. I'd bet my life that your gear has this nasty stench when we were entering the canyon. I saw the queen bug spraying it around to summon her spawn to her. So let's see if we can find the source of that smell among my equipment. You and Anevia search through your things and quickly find the source of the smell. A thin handkerchief. Looks like it's been soaked in something like the Swarm Queen's slime. I'll be damned. When the queen was spraying this sweet-smelling goop around, the swarm flew to it like flies to jam. The chewed-up bodies of the caravanners smelled like this too. I checked. Commander, I think some rat planted this handkerchief on you to ensure that the vescavors would find you. Babel's been tagged for assassination already? Our commander's all grown up. Despite his airy tone, Darren looks discomfited. I thought the crusade couldn't get any worse, but now we have a mysterious traitor who is trying to feed us to a swarm of repulsive insects. So we can say... And there I was thinking you'd be first in line to feed me to some repulsive bugs, or just say nothing. We're just gonna say, I don't know. Probably just say nothing. Seeing that you're not going to answer, Darren shrugs indifferently. Demons did this. They placed this in the swarm in our way to make sure I couldn't avoid the ambush. Looks like I have enemies in Mendev, and someone has decided to get rid of me. Probably the bottom one. She's not stupid all the time. True, nobody likes upstarts. If you knew what Erebeth's allies hissed behind her back when she was appointed the head of the Eagle Watch, Anevia spits. Anyway, we need to keep our eyes open. That handkerchief could have been planted here by magic, but it could be from a professional paranoiac, but I think we've got a rat in camp. In Canabras, we squashed the cultists time and time again, but they were like maggots in a dead hog. Someone could have infiltrated our forces too. We have to keep eyes open and our guard up. It's time we get back to our people. I say we destroy the queen's body. I've heard little bugs who eat the flesh of their mother can be reborn as swarm queens themselves. That's the last thing we need, right? So, fine, Anevia, get rid of the beast's body. Or an evil option, to gather the queen's slime. Oh, that's horrible. We're gonna just say fine. Great, cleaning up after fight is just what I like. We'll start here, a little by little, we'll clean up the entire world wound. Gross. There's Socio and Nura. Anevia, Commander, what a relief you're alive. I saw the swarm begin to thin and ran to you immediately. She pauses to catch her breath. Socio wipes the sweat from his brow. My squad handled the assignment. I healed everyone I could, but my warriors have had quite a fright. It's not very pleasant to be eaten alive, then healed, then eaten, and healed again. So we'll say, I knew I could rely on you, or I'm glad that's over. We'll say I knew I could rely on you. What happened up there can't be described in words, but you were the only one who carried the day, Fable. Luckily, our losses are not as great as we feared. Not many are even wounded. But if you'd been a moment later, I'm afraid to imagine what might have happened to us. Unfortunately, the insect's acid ruined what was left of the caravan. Of course, I sympathize with those who perished, but we could have used their gear. Yeah, what a waste. We really could use with some supplies. If only they died on the road somewhere, of thirst, or after meeting some wild animals, we'd be sitting pretty right now. So... good. I couldn't let my people die while I was looting corpses that the bugs left behind. Lawful, my duty is to lead my people to victory. I would not abandon my duty for treasures of dead caravanners. Chaotic. I'm ready to sacrifice the loot for a chance to kill a huge, disgusting bug. Evil. The army is the backbone of the crusade, my best weapon. If it wasn't, I wouldn't have sacrificed valuable loot to preserve the lives of a couple dozen foolish knights, or enough talks, we aren't on a country stroll. Just the good one. The normal people one. What matters is that everything's over and we won. What are we going to do now? Since you're here, please take a look around. I found some painted runes and traces of something that seemed like a ritual. We need to figure out what this is. Okay. Have a little walk around. Touch the little bloody magic on the ground. Ha! Easily done. Nura leans over the magic symbols painted on the stone. I'm no mage, unfortunately, but I'm in the habit of thoroughly documenting all descriptions of rituals and symbols from the magic books, especially demonic ones. Someone very recently opened a portal to the abyss here, and summoned someone. It's not difficult to figure out who they summoned. She's lying dead right there. I can guess who carried out the ritual. Handwriting is unique, even when it comes to runes. I examined the Great Garrison after your success, documenting everything I found for Queen Galfrey. And I'm sure that the hand that drew the circles was the same in both instances. It's the work of the same spellcaster. So it looks like the spellcaster is afraid of us and dares not to fight us openly, or clever, set a trap and exhaust us instead of fighting us openly. Probably the bottom one. We shouldn't be afraid of demons. We lived through this little trap, didn't we? We'll overcome the next one too. We just need to keep forging ahead. Well, since we finished off the swarm, and we know someone is giving us trouble, I suggest we get out of here. I'm done with bugs. That's fair. Okay, so I think we can loot, like, this part now.
Always watch your back.
And we can probably loot the... Hello? Are you taking damage? We can probably loot the stuff that we killed earlier, but I think everything else is gone. Oh, and I don't really want to go fight more stuff. Aw, man.
They are the darkness. The light take you.
Whoa, the horse and Wooldriff are all the way back there. Whoops.
Cover me.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Well, after this, we'll just go back.
This will be the stuff of legend.
Tila. Hang on.
Into the fray.
Oh, are you confused now? Oh, sickened. The little horse's legs.
Stab their backs.
Come on, Lan, are you sickened too?
Make short work of this.
What's wrong with you? Oh, confused.
They better start running.
There we go. Okay, let's just go. I changed my mind. Down? Where's down? Do we want down or do we want out? Surely we want out. Lan, why are you encumbered or something? Why are you so slow? Sure. Oh yeah, duh. Now we're like in Leper Smile Underground. So we need to take a nap. We're gonna put down camp. When enemies are nearby, there's enemies?
Oh, skip
Well,
the pleasantries.
that's annoying. Let's quick save. Go try and clear out this swarm, and then maybe it'll let us rest. We'll see.
Out of my sight.
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
The inheritor, guide my blade.
They don't know how fragile they are.
Hello?
Tactical retreat? No?
You won't
Did you just
survive
target
me.
Wooldriff? No. I was scared for a minute.
I will see to your demise.
Distract them from me.
Your death awaits.
No glory without risk.
If
I survive this, it'll make for a good story.
Oh, we found a letter. Oh, hello? Ulberg. Are you done yet? That was rude. There's a letter on one side of the paper, and on the other, a hastily drawn map of the dungeons with a mark in one spot. To anyone who can help us, my name is Harkle, and I'm the chief of the Nasty Waifs gang. Recently, we raided the Tower of Estrad in Canabras, and with Norgber's blessing, we took quite a haul. We hid in a reliable place with bad reputation, somewhere the law would never think of going. When we were celebrating our success, when the Quick Rick appeared and choked 2 of our friends to death, we knew things were bad because Quick Rick had already been dead for about 4 hours. The old man was a drunk, and his heart had failed on the steep mountain roads. Terrified, we chopped him into pieces, but a few hours later he came for us again, and this time he brought with him the 2 he had killed earlier. That's when the real nightmare began, something so bad the mind can't take it. Corpses came back to life, howling, screaming in pain and rage, killing, the way they killed. Even now, sitting in a cave, keeping the wall of fire burning with oil sanctified by the priests of Iomade, is the only thing separating us from the mob of walking corpses we once called friends. Praise Norgber, we took an oil vessel with us from the Tower of Estrad. It won't last another day, so if the heat doesn't kill us quicker, looks like the nasty waifs are done. So here's our offer. If you can get to Dry River Canyon and get us out of here, we'll honestly return all the loot, show you our hiding spots, empty our pockets, confess for everything, and accept any punishment except for the gallows. If you want, we'll even sign up to be crusaders. We'd rather die in the mouth of a demon than suffer here forever with our friends. I know my comrades well, and the man who planted this letter for you will have long escaped the south. I beg you, here's the exact location of the place where the nasty waifs are making their final stand. If you have a drop of mercy, save our souls. That sucks, dude. Okay, let's come over here. Oh my god. Everybody, come on. Let's try and make camp. Hold on. Let's save. Now let's try and make camp. Okay. Yeah, I guess we need someone who their religion is better. We need someone with better religion. Voldrift's good here. Yeah, Ulberg's fine here, and then Daren's good here. Okay. Let's try and do seasoned wings and thighs for an extra hit points, though.
You aren't from a noble family, right? You were taught to fight and read prayers, but I can pick a street rat out of a crowd of aristocrats.
Right, and they keep looking at me like I'm about to blow my nose on the curtains, especially the ones whose nightly services don't go any further than marching in parades.
They're funny. Alright. All healed up. Our abyssal corruption is not too bad. So, now we're underneath Leper's Smile. We need to get through it in order to continue on. I think we're probably going to call this part here. I think it's been a little short for a part, but there's a lot to do in this cavern that I think would be better suited to one go. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next part.